Hi, friends. Welcome to this episode of Take 3 Talks. It's Meijun, your favorite co host, the Chinese born, Jamaican raised table tennis playing art director, currently living in Quito, Ecuador, with my Korean meat farm rescue dog and my Ecuadorian girlfriend, Estefi.
Okay. You are about to take my hosting position away from me.
I couldn't resist.
Hi, I'm Steffi, the actual host of this podcast. What's really funny about this is that I always say that I introduce myself first because by the time that people get to know me, by the time that people get to know Meijun, they forget about me.
So
because it's like
it's such an awkward thing for me too, because I'm like, I feel bad because I have all these little attributes,
yeah.
and I never want you to feel like you don't have like cool attributes too.
Oh, thank you. You're so cute. No, but it's funny because I do think that it's something that makes you really memorable to people, and it's something that, makes it really easy to talk to you.
Yeah.
Because it's funny because you're like, hey, hey dude, like, what's your name?
It's Meijun, like May, June, July, August. I've been adding this thing to it as well, to amplify it if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So I would say, hi, I'm May June, like May, June, July, but my birthday is in August.
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember that one?
Yeah.
That's when I'm extra nervous. I feel I have to tack that one on.
When do you feel you're extra nervous that you have to tack on like the extra?
I don't know. It's like I have this. I think I'm kind of like you, where I'm very quick at getting a vibe off of people. So like when I meet someone new and I bust out the May, June, July, and then I kind of watch their reaction.
Oh, you read the room.
I read the room, and if it doesn't hit off, I just tack on the birthday one because I just.
Oh, okay, I get it.
It seemed like it could
You're gonna
help.
see if that's gonna be the type of joke that they're gonna.
Yeah, I want to get like a little reaction out of them.
So then after you go and you're like, oh, that's cool. So where are you from?
Born in China, raised in Jamaica, studied in New York, and now I'm currently estoy viviendo en Quito, Ecuador.
Oh my God, man. Like, that's so fucking cool. Wait, that's so crazy. So how did you we're in China. How did you end up in Jamaica? Like, that's so fucking cool, dude. Like,
yeah, and then just
wow.
breaks. The ice just breaks.
It's like, hello, like I'm here too. Like,
and also I'm I'm an art director, but I'm also a professional table tennis player.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I know. It's so funny. Like, honestly, this is why I call you the man with all the icebreakers. And today we're doing the podcast episode a little bit different. So, welcome to Take 3 Talks. Hi, friends.
We're starting over.
This episode is going to have a lot of really funny bits. I'm going to be putting together a little blooper section, and I love having conversations with you. It's always like you never know where it's gonna go a little bit.
We're always going off tangent.
We're also holding our mics. So normally we have them on a stand like the past couple of episodes, and this time we're holding them. So you may hear a little bit more movement.
We'll try really hard to not move our hands too much.
Yeah.
But it's hard. It's gonna be hard for you because you talk with your hands.
I know, it's so hard.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like I'm gonna look like a little
I know. I'm looking at you. You're like holding your fist now.
I'm so strong.
Do not move.
Honestly, I'm gonna come out doing a workout on my fingers or something.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah. So welcome to this episode. I wanted you guys to get to know Meijun a little bit more. I know last episode it was very vulnerable and very revealing, and I had a big vulnerability hangover for the past weeks, and it's Saturday again, and I'm here last minute creating the podcast. And I think I just needed to a little bit of detox and go with the flow of when the podcast was talking to me. So now I feel like I'm ready to come back here to my scenario. Is that how you say? The little stage, no escenario. Chuta madre. That's my Spanglish. What
Spanish is so complicated. We're this is our first off tangent, clearly, but we were just always talking about this. Why is it You know, why is waterfall like cascada
Yeah.
and not like agua like caigo? What was it? Or like, why is eggplant like berenjena and not like planta de huevo?
Imagine like going to the Bessie, like,
Hola, Bessie, un planta de huevo, porfa. I would totally do that. No, but Spanish is so complicated. Okay.
Yeah.
Tangents.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, so this is what I love about you. It's just like one on tangent conversation next to the other. And you haven't seen the questions that I'm going to ask you. And some of the questions that I'm going to ask you are from people that submitted. Some of the questions are fun questions that I thought would be just like fun to answer. And yeah, some of the questions are just going to come up, you know, as the conversations as we go. So people will get to know you more. And
good.
yeah, so I think people already know you a little bit because of how friendly you are.
I think first layer, I feel.
Yeah. Okay, so I think this episode you should take us to a second layer. You know, like in
second
Love
base.
Island, you go from like NVQs.
Oh my god.
So
I don't think anyone's gonna understand that. But
so
it's like first base
so
and
okay,
second base.
first question.
Okay.
First question. Do you
Why am I so nervous?
watch reality TV and enjoy it? Please, if so, please list your top 3.
Oh my god.
And do not call them guilty pleasures because we thoroughly enjoy.
Okay. Oh my god. Reality TV.
But first you have to admit or not admit.
Okay, I do watch reality TV. But it's not my go-to to watch reality TV by myself. You know, just like how you would never watch a horror film by yourself, right? I'm not saying that reality TV is horror film quality, but I do enjoy a good old, like, you know, watching other people's drama types of shows. So yes, I do watch reality TVs.
And you enjoy it.
I enjoy it when I'm watching.
No.
You.
This is my question. Do you watch reality TV and enjoy it?
Okay, yes, I do. I do watch, and I do enjoy it. Like good quality ones, though. You know.
Okay, so please list your good quality ones.
Yeah. Okay. You know, like currently, the first one. Currently, we're watching Love Island. UK, Australia is really good too, guys. So I think you should watch Australia, then watch UK.
But this latest season of UK has been really fun.
It really has. It has been. It's just a different
and
vibe.
They do fun challenges. I like the challenges that they do
In Australia
more.
is a little bit more exciting.
I think here they save them for those unseen bits. It's so stupid.
I don't know, but yeah, so Love Island is one, and
yeah.
I don't know if you want me to explain why, but I'm just gonna list them. I think it's
maybe
cool.
Let's after seeing how many you have, because maybe you go on for
I only
30
have
minutes.
I only can think of 3.
Okay.
Okay? Only can think of 3.
Mm-hmm.
The Bachelor. Yes, guys, I
Okay.
watched The Bachelor. You know, Katie was awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's The Bachelorette. So you watched The
I watched The
Bachelor
Bachelor,
and
ABC,
The
Bachelor,
Bachelorette.
Bachelorette. Okay, I think of it as the same thing.
So
you know?
that's 3.
It's all equal to me.
No,
It's-
so that's 3.
Oh my god. Okay.
Number 4.
And Bachelor in Paradise.
Oh, summer's paradise.
Are you?
Yeah, that was fun. That's fun. Bachelor in Paradise is,
It's fun because you see the same people that you
and I
were
feel like this season's gonna be insane.
It is. I mean, it's been 2 years, so they have to show up like with a lot of bang, or it's gonna like really make the show not good. So
and
people
I feel
are
like
expecting
there's
drama.
like 30 plus people in that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so any other reality TV that you enjoy? Yeah, MasterChef.
Oh, that's considered a reality TV.
Or is
Ooh.
that competition TV?
I think it. I
Oh,
see that as
Survivor.
more-
Survivor's also.
Okay, Survivor. Yeah.
Yeah, we like Survivor.
I like MasterChef too.
Yeah.
But I guess I see that more of like a competition type of.
Okay, so let's do
show.
competition type of shows. Which ones are your top 3?
I like MasterChef. I can do a little bit of Chopped.
What is that one that you watch all the YouTube
Uh,
with Gordon?
that's Kitchen Nightmares.
Oh yeah.
I like Kitchen Nightmares, but that's not a competition. But yeah, I like watching that. So that's some of the shows I watch. I also watch
But I guess that one is more reality TV, I guess, because they follow Gordon for like a weekend, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Those are the shows I watch. This is making me nervous.
Yeah, you're like,
It's making me
this is
overthink. I'm like now
this
I'm
is
starting
too
to ask like,
complicated.
wait, aren't all shows like kind of a reality, but not really? Like I'm like kind of like mind fucking myself right now.
This is amazing. Okay, so let's bring it back. Okay?
Okay.
Question from the audience. What is your go-to pickup line? Hashtag online dating.
Gosh.
So I guess furthermore, I would like to add to this question.
Okay.
Did you ever date on any apps? Have you ever?
I've never okay, that's a lie. I've been on Tinder. But I didn't have that much luck on Tinder. And it was more
I remember
it was more of a, oh, everyone's trying it, so let me just try it.
But this was back in the day. Like, Tinder has just gone out. It wasn't just like
This
bad
was-
people.
This was in 2013, 2014.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
early days Tinder. It wasn't terrible.
It wasn't that bad. But I didn't really I have like a thing with like trusting to some extent. So when it comes down to stuff like that, like online dating and the Tinder, I don't think I would ever have gone out with someone.
Oh, really?
I mean, maybe it would have taken me a little bit, but
Wow.
not like off the bat, like through a match and then we meet up. No.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy.
Who knows?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Why do you think you wouldn't be able to? Or like it's not like your thing?
Just the idea of being catfished, or the person is
Oh.
not like who they say they are, and
Oh.
so I've watched Catfish before. I guess that's another reality TV show. I've watched Catfish before, and I've seen the different situations where people do get catfished. But I don't know.
That's
The online
shit
world
we
is
used
scary.
to watch when we were little. Like, that's not good things to watch.
Yeah, I mean it's entertainment, right? We never really think of it as anything
Oh,
besides
Big
that.
Brother. We also watched Big Brother.
Oh my
We
God, Big
love
Brother. Okay,
Brother.
the shows are just gonna keep coming back up as we continue this.
As you can tell, our favorite hobby is to watch reality TV.
I guess you're right. Yeah, I love a good old like, just make some food or snacks and lay in bed, and
Popcorn.
popcorn or whatever, and or maybe some fried chicken or something, and just eat
Yeah.
and watch shows together. I
Yeah.
can literally do that for 24 hours straight
Wow.
if I could.
Crazy.
It's just something so relaxing about it.
So go to pickup line.
Okay, my go-to pickup line. How about I ask you, what was the pickup line I used?
No,
on
you. Can't. I'm the interview. This Meijun podcast.
Gosh, I don't. Honestly, I don't have a pickup line. Like, I have
You have a pickup face.
I have a pickup face, and I just have a pickup personality.
Okay, show us the personality.
How do I just go up. I just go up to the
Yeah.
person and introduce myself.
How
Maybe
would you- how
use
would you
one
do
of the icebreakers.
How would you do that?
Hey, what's up? I'm Meijun. Like the months, your favorite months. Oh, what if my line is, hey girl, my name is Meijun, and I can be your favorite months of the year. I got another one. I used to like mess around with this one in college. People probably would have heard it already. I would go up to the person and then the girl and be like, "Hey girl." Oh, hey girl. So, hey girl, do you believe in love at first sight, or do you want me to walk by again?
Oh my God, what a savage.
So, hey girl was a thing, the Ryan Gosling period.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I don't know if
did
you
those
remember.
so you would say that's your go-to pickup line? Hey girl.
I get,
what was
yeah.
it? Hey girl, what?
Hey girl, do you believe in love at first sight,
Sight.
Do you believe in love at
want me
first
to
sight?
walk again?
or do you want me
So
to
how
walk
would
by
you
again?
online datingize it?
How do I online dating-ize it?
Yeah.
I would
Like something.
I would just make it into my like bio. I would make it into like my little intro bio.
Oh, that's cute. I would
Yeah,
love that.
yeah.
Great. I love that. So now another question. ¿Qué es lo más difícil de vivir en Ecuador? Oh, sorry. Let me translate that. What is the most difficult thing about living in Ecuador?
¿Qué es la cosa que es más difícil para mí? about Ecuador.
See.
I think that the most difficult thing for me was just learning Spanish or getting fluent in Spanish. Because I am such a social person, and I love getting into conversations with people and introducing myself to strangers,
Yeah.
or all that stuff, or getting people to know my personality. It was really hard to do that I would say the first year of being here in Ecuador. It was I felt like I wasn't able to have that connection with anybody, like new friends or new people I meet, because um I wasn't able to really showcase who I was through my jokes or through my humor or through
Mm.
the way I can show up for people or just talk
Mm.
about myself or my life or just sharing experiences. It was just really hard to do that with that barrier. So I think that was
Yeah.
the hardest thing for me in Ecuador. Because besides
Yeah.
that, everything else is awesome. I don't think there's anything like super difficult right now.
What do you think about
Yeah.
when you first moved and I guess an Asian man? Because also like that first year, like we moved in June
Yeah.
and then the pandemic started in March.
Right.
So it wasn't even 1 year of like public
That's very
like
true.
exposure. And you got you got really good throughout the public exposure, especially when David was here. Because you were like the medium, so you were kind of like showing off.
Yeah.
You know, so your Spanish got really good then. Because it was like you also helped me translate.
Yeah.
So, but how did you feel overall? Like, because it was only like about 9 months. Like, what is it? June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. That's 9 months.
When are you counting to?
How long public
Until
exposure
March.
you had?
Oh, until before COVID hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 9. Yeah, it was like 9 months.
That's so little.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, no, I don't know how I felt being here. Besides the fact that it was hard to communicate, I don't think being like, I guess it being Chinese and being in you know a new country again, it wasn't as hard this time because I've already learned to get accustomed to different cultures and different people and different lifestyles from very young, moving from China to Jamaica when I was just 6 years old, 5 or 6 years old, to a completely new country in the Caribbean, like literally like a 180. I was able to adapt to that, and from there I moved to the United States and lived there for 10 years. So I was able to adapt to that. So coming to Ecuador, I feel like it was just another another thing that I needed to adapt to, but I've had the training because of all the places I've been, or I had to start over as or at. So like, I mean, it was a little bit challenging because obviously I would be looked like stared at, but you're always with me most of the time, and you see me playing it off and making jokes with them when I can, and that was like how I was able to just kind of fight that off, or don't make it feel awkward to me. I don't make it a thing. Like if people look at me or people say like, chinito, or all that stuff, like I try to not let it get to me. I don't know how to explain it, but I didn't find being Chinese in Ecuador to be that difficult, because I've already had that experience growing up.
Yeah.
And I felt safe whenever I was with you. And there's something about being with someone who lives here that I do feel that level of security. So I knew that you always had my back.
Yeah.
So I wasn't in it alone. I used to be very like nervous to do things on my own.
Yeah. What about when you used to go to the supermarket alone?
I mean, when I just started out, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so scared. Like, how do I pay this thing? Like, they're going to ask me all these questions that I don't know. And do I have my cedula with me? Like, do I have my cedula memorized? If the cops stop me, like, oh my God. Okay. Yes. What's the scariest thing for me? Getting stopped and pulled over by cops.
Literally.
Okay, you finally got that out of me after how long? I think that was the most difficult thing for me, and that is still the scariest thing for me.
Yeah.
So besides the language and besides the being Chinese,
All the things you just said.
everything I just said adds up to the part about like I don't know
Driving.
why I get super scared by getting pulled over by the cops.
Yeah.
And there's like some upbringing trauma with that, being Chinese in Jamaica.
Yeah.
That I guess bled over to here.
Mm-hmm.
Even though in Jamaica I spoke the language, spoke English and patois, even though that was a fact, when I get pulled over, I panic because a lot of the police in Jamaica, they target or they take advantage of Chinese people because they
From
can.
your experience.
Yeah, from my experience, get pulled over, and then because their English is not that good, they can threaten them or be like, "Hey, I can lock you up now because you didn't do XYZ." And then so I've seen a lot of that growing up.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I'm scared of now, because now it's like I can't even speak Spanish that well.
Do you think that all that fear, maybe for police or those kind of figures, started even like when you were little? Like maybe when you were coming from China, you were seeing like all these police, and maybe your parents were really scared. Oh wait, the camera's like so fucking noisy. So what do you think that there's something there?
Wow, this feels like a therapy session right now.
No, I got
No,
curious,
it's
as you
curious. No,
expressed
I
it,
feel you.
because
Yeah.
I never heard you explain it that
Mhm.
way. So
Yeah.
but you don't have to answer.
No.
You can say I'll take this to therapy.
1 second. I think that just thinking about it out loud now, there could be something there that kind of made me or added to that fear,
Yeah.
because it was a very new moment in my life, moving from China, then being on the plane and
Yeah.
then going through customs and all that stuff.
And you know how in that one podcast they were saying how you can pass on trauma, like your parents, like maybe you saw your parents were nervous, because any human would be nervous.
Absolutely.
So maybe I was just thinking maybe it's one of those things that gets passed on, even if it wasn't something that you were necessarily scared of. But
I think it absolutely did.
Yeah.
I think that's a very good a good point to what you're saying. I definitely have seen growing up my parents fearing the cops, fearing the police, because of the fact that they do get hassled and harassed quite often because they're Chinese. So they do have that fear all the time that passed on to me as well.
Yeah.
'Cause I saw them being scared all the time. So when I drive, it's the same issue. And it has happened to me before.
Yeah.
Where a cop just pulled me over because I'm Chinese.
So now I guess, have you been ever stopped while you were driving, or?
Yeah, we here in Ecuador a few times.
Yeah.
Por suerte, like thank God, like I was always with you. So it.
Oh, cierto, at the beach.
And a few times on our trip we got pulled over just to check documents, and I didn't feel threatened at all. I didn't feel that type of.
But you were still panicking.
That's
like
the thing,
I remember when you were like still trying to drive, and I'm like, Amor, you have all your stuff. Like it's fine. Like
I was trying to run away from it. Yeah.
Like you don't have to run away from the cop. Like it's fine. Like just like put all your stuff away, and like then we'll go. Like you're safe.
Yeah.
Like you're safe, baby. Like it's all good.
Yeah. No, I totally. But sometimes I kind of like blank out in a way where.
Yeah, and that's
my
why
heart
why I was like,
my heart starts racing, for I uncontrollably. I can't control it, right? And then, but I tell you that that makes me nervous. Like the cops make me nervous. So you
ask for help, which is really good.
Yeah. So you're always aware, and then you can kind of help me throughout that situation.
Yeah.
But
that's really good of you to ask for help.
Thank you.
Because it was really stressful before, I remember. For us.
You didn't know before.
I didn't understand like where it was coming from.
Yeah.
So
you're like, you're fine. You're not doing anything wrong. I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, of course.
That's really vulnerable. Thank you for sharing that. So now a more lighthearted question, I guess. Would you rather city, mountain, or ocean?
A mountain.
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 Why would you choose mountain over a city or the ocean?
So first I would choose mountain over the ocean because I'm not a good swimmer.
Oh wow,
So like
that's true.
I might get
But you
swallowed
grew up
by
on
a
an
whale.
island. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I've seen a lot of water already, and without going too deep into it, I probably have some kind of trauma with the water too, because when I was younger, I got almost washed away by the water.
Oh my god, what do you
at
mean?
the beach. I can tell you this story later.
No, you can. Oh, you don't want to share it in public.
I mean, it's nothing really. It's I can.
Okay, then
Yeah.
if you feel comfortable, then you can share it.
It was just when I was younger.
It's your space.
When I was younger, went to the beach with my aunt, my cousins. It's very vague. Like I don't remember it
Of
vividly, but all I know is we were on this like raft thing. This like what do you call it? The the thing that floats on water. The little floaty thingies.
Yeah.
I was on it with
donuts?
my cousin. No, it's not a donut. It's actually like
A boat, a little boat,
like a little like
floating
flat
little boat.
rectangular one. Yeah.
Oh,
I was on it.
like a
was on it with-
board.
Yeah. I was on it with my my cousin, and then a huge wave came out of nowhere, and then like just hit us, and I almost got washed away. My aunt, I heard this, right. My aunt held me by my toe, like literally like by my toe, to not let the wave wash me away.
Oh god.
So I don't remember a lot of things, but the fact that I do remember that, there could be something with water that make me like, not really favor it that much. Like I don't get like panicky in the water. Just I'm not that great of a swimmer, and I acknowledge that.
Yeah.
So like,
But now you acknowledge it after Puerto Rico.
Af-
Before
yeah.
you weren't. Like,
before I was just like, it's fine. Kind of
Yeah.
like my personality. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But then now I'm like, I'm not that great a swimmer. So give me one
Yeah.
of those like little the thing you wear. The lifesaver
No, lifeguards.
jackets.
Life jackets.
Life jackets. Yeah. Jesus. Can't find words today.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I have a question. So
Mhm.
when you go and like, how we went with my parents, like this was
Mhm.
when we first started dating, so we didn't know each other like, as deep as we know now.
Yeah.
But when we went to those amusement parks and we did those like water rafting things,
Mhm.
like those games, was that really traumatic for you? Like,
No.
or were you like, okay, this is safe, it's fine,
It's- yeah.
like if I fall off of, like, were you never like, I'm gonna fall off of this thing?
Yeah.
Like, were you always like, I'm safe, like this is going to contain me?
Yeah.
Because I think like I would like and maybe I'm projecting, but like I would be like, shitting my pants.
Yeah. How comes you don't? You're not sure if I actually shat my pants or not?
Maybe
there?
exactly. It just washed away.
Yeah, it was
It's
in the water,
disgusting.
so that was what
Shut
that brown
up.
thing was when you
No,
pointed it
shut
out.
up.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I felt safe.
You could have peed. I've peed on them before,
Yeah.
probably.
To answer your question, I think in those moments, for some reason, when I'm in the moments, I always just like, okay, think good thoughts. I'll be fine. I don't think today's the day I'm gonna die. And I just, think of the best case scenario, and I just go
Wow.
through it. Yeah.
That's amazing.
But I don't feel-
Kudos to you for that. I catastrophize.
What?
I catastrophize.
You get
Catastrophize?
What is catastrophe? What? Like you would think of it as a catastrophe.
Something people don't know about me is that I make up words.
You make words up. I'll add that one to the list. Words.
Catastrophize. I catastrophize a lot.
Okay, so you
I think it's
self-implode kind of.
I always
Yeah.
I go into the deepest catastrophe. Like
Okay.
it could literally be like I go into like the tsunami. Like this
Yeah.
thing is gonna explode. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna pop out.
It's
and
not
then
like I don't think of that, but
I'm
I
gonna-
just I think of that more when I'm not in the situation. But when I'm in the situation, like like roller coasters, right?
like
I
let's
know
just
roller
roll the
coasters.
dice.
Roller coasters are like catastrophizable.
Yeah.
Like you can definitely think of millions of ways.
But
of,
in the roller coasters for me though,
yeah,
like because I'm very scared.
yeah,
But it's almost like I feel like maybe that's what drug addicts feel.
Oh
Like,
my god.
it's like a rush
Yeah.
because it's like adrenaline. It's like almost
Yeah.
like playing with the devil.
Right.
Like, it's like playing with your mortality almost. Like
Yeah.
when you're, and it's like, and you're
And it
like
goes silent.
in the car, and you're just like holding each other's hands, and you're just hearing the sound like of the park, and then
It
it's
goes
just like,
slower and slower.
and then it's like it starts getting more and more vertical, and it's like, and then it's like, and then you're like, oh my fucking god, in like the
This will go
Hulk
one of two
in
ways
Universal
now.
Studios,
Yeah.
in like the Hulk, where your legs are just like
Dangling.
dunk dunk dunk, and then you're like, oh my
I
god.
know. It's like there's a million things that could go wrong, but when you're in the moment, you kind of just like, I'm already here, so let's hope for the best.
Yeah. Okay. I like
Yeah.
that. Okay.
And
so,
then and I over the city, because I think that I've grown to be more of like I like to have my own space and not be in like the busy modern quote unquote lifestyle where
and that's something you love about Ecuador.
yeah, you get a lot of that, a lot of nature. I love just being with nature, and
Yeah.
there's also this thrill of just being out there in the jungle, and knowing that you don't have the distractions of like advertising on the the wall or billboards or
Yeah.
like cell service or
And you
technology.
just have like trucks that come and sell gas to your
yeah,
door.
it's like it kind of humbles you, and I think that
Yeah.
a humbling experience is important for us to
And a humbling way of living. Yeah.
to remember where
Yeah.
we come from.
Yeah, exactly. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. So now a motto that you live by and tell yourself.
A motto that I live by and tell myself. So I think that this is that I'm about to I guess share, because I haven't seen these questions. I don't know, so I got to think about it a little bit. But something that I do live by, that one of my coaches from table tennis in Jamaica told me, is that once you are truly passionate and hardworking and really love what you do, no matter what it is or how much fear you have, the universe is always going to make a space for you at the table. So that's something that I always remember from my coach.
Wow, say that again. That's powerful.
So no matter how much fear you have or doubt, as long as you are passionate about something or truly love what you do
And hardworking.
and you're working hard towards it, the universe is always going to make a space for you. And I truly believe that. That's how I've lived my life. Like,
I was gonna say a table. You said for you.
yeah, at the
Because
table or a space for
at the
you.
table.
I think that.
And that's fun.
Yeah.
Because you guys play table tennis, so it's a place
Oh,
at the table.
that's actually very
I
true.
like
Yeah.
that.
So yeah, that's something that I truly live by, and that's something that I've used to survive throughout my upbringing.
Yeah.
All the changes, right, in Jamaica, and being like one of the very few Asian or Chinese students at my school, for example. I just like try to show my passion in whatever I do and just work really hard, work extra hard,
Yeah.
so that I can show up properly for myself. And then by doing that, somehow I'm able to meet the right people. I'm able to make the right connections and get the right grades.
And you're working hard on this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's worked for me. Just that motto in a way.
He was a wise man.
Me? Him. Yeah, absolutely. Super.
I mean, you're a wise man too, but he was a really wise man.
I would go to him every time. He was kind of like my
like godfather.
Yeah, godfather, or one of the male figures in my life besides my parent, like besides my father.
An uncle.
An uncle, yeah, that I can kind of like talk to about things, and he would always give me a lot of advice.
Yeah.
And that was one of them. Another one was, that truly humbled me. And I
Yeah.
think I've told you this as well, is every single time I would ask him, "Hey, sir, how are you doing today?" He would be like, "Meijun, happy to be alive." That would be his response every single time. And that's just kind of like a breath of fresh air,
Yeah, like
to
if you
just hear
just
that.
sit there and just like think about like happy to be alive,
Yeah.
like it's really changed my life. Like I thought
Mhm.
this is the one that you were gonna say. I really love that first one you
Yeah.
shared. I never heard that one,
Mhm.
but it really changed my life. Like since
Mhm.
that moment, that's something that I'm trying to say more. It's
Yeah.
just like happy to be alive, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for sharing that too. I think there are a lot of little like quotes and things that I remember. Like that's one of them. You know, that
You should write them down
yeah, definitely.
so you don't forget.
Maybe I'll write a
Because the
book.
mind is fragile.
Huh?
The mind is fragile,
It's super. Yeah, super. I think that writing it down wouldn't be a bad idea.
and we can add them to the show notes.
I think so. And that one was really powerful for me too.
Mm-hmm.
Another one is just fucking be nice. Be a nice
Mhm.
person. Um,
Yeah.
literally, you know how livid I get or how angry I get when I see like people being absolutely just rude and not nice and not
Yeah.
thoughtful
Yeah.
and
Like Faye to Teddy.
Love Island reference, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even if it's just a reality show, like it irks me so much.
Yeah.
I just hate seeing not nice people.
Yeah. Another really good thing that you said was the parents one.
Yes, I was just about to say that. Yeah. Another thing that that the coach told me, super wise man, was so I was complaining to him a little bit or venting mostly about my mom, about how like she worries so much and she just not letting me like do my thing. Like
You were like a teenager.
yeah, I was quite young, and I was just venting like a normal teenager.
Like a tween.
Yeah. About like I don't understand why my mom worries so much about me, blah blah blah. And he's like, if you tell your mom to not worry and you take that away from her, you're basically telling her to not be a mother.
Yeah.
Like just let her have that, because as a parent, that's one of our responsibilities, is to worry about our kids.
Yeah, I think that
And
there's a ways and ways.
yeah.
100%.
Uh-huh.
And I think what I love about that saying is that it's like just let them be parents. I think sometimes we're really quick to like want to change them, but I do think that there is like limits and limits,
absolutely.
and there's boundaries that you can set, and there's like healthy parenting and healthy parents that don't necessarily have to be always worried that their children are going to die necessarily. And that includes myself, like with Guillermo. I'm always like thinking Guillermo's going to go off from a cliff. Like he's going to be stupid enough and like run off a cliff or something, like I catastrophize a lot, but I think it's something that I've learned. It's like, you have to trust, and in that trust is like being like a parent. I have to trust that Guillermo has the knowledge that he doesn't go over there. Like we've told him enough times, and like at the end of the day, he's an animal. He has instincts, and they have to trust. So it's like our parents also have to trust, because it's not their life to be lived.
Yep. Agreed.
But I do love that sentiment, because it's like we're always really quick to say like, no, that's my limit, and it's going though. But then sometimes it's just like, this is something that you've taught me a lot as well, is that kind of just like let it go from one ear to the other and just let it pass, and like go through your feelings. And from that podcast that we listened to, that was like how to say sorry.
Yeah.
I think that was really, really powerful, that we listened in the pandemic. And I think maybe that one should be our next podcast lesson. But you've taught me a lot of patience. Like I love when people here in the podcast are always like, oh, whenever I hear Meijun's voice, it's like so peaceful and like so calm, and like Steffi's like always going so like fast and whatever,
100 miles an hour.
Yeah, and it's like the Fast and the Furious. Okay, so for sakes of time, I'm gonna do the quick ones.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna leave the long, like a few quick ones, just to like keep up the speed.
Yeah.
So chicken or rice?
Oh.
Chicken or rice?
For vida.
For like life, bro, life.
Oh my god. I think
Closer.
rice.
Rice is your final answer.
Rice.
You would give up rice for the rest of your life.
No, I'm
You'll
choosing
choose rice.
Rice is my baby.
Oh,
Rice,
you're
rice,
choosing rice.
baby.
You're
Yeah.
letting chicken go.
Yeah, I'm letting chicken go.
Wow.
We need more chicken
In the world.
in the world. So I think rice. I think I'll do rice.
Wow, you'd go vegan.
Yeah, I can I can forage vegetables and stuff and make it
Like,
into
I'm
fried
not
rice.
saying you're gonna go to a planet where you have to forage. You can still go to the store. You just can't buy chicken.
All right.
Okay,
I was catastrophizing. I was like, okay, like what only can eat this for like rest of my life.
That's amazing. Okay, no. So now, if you had to go to an island tomorrow, what are the 3 things you take with you?
Oh
Not
my God.
people, just things.
Not people.
No, you don't have space for people.
I would take a bottle, like a nice well bottle, so that I can.
Swell, it's Hydro Flask.
Oh my God, sorry, Hydro Flask. This is not a paid advertising for Hydro Flask. I would bring a bottle, so that
It
I can
can be.
always have water. So can it be like a combo as one thing, like water and the water filter?
No, it can be the bottle, or are you
Okay.
gonna bring a water bottle, like a bottle filled with water?
No. It can't have water in there, right?
I guess. Like,
Okay.
there's no rules. I didn't set rules.
I
for
have
this
my
one.
Hydro Flask with
Filled with water.
full of water with an attachable water filter.
Okay.
Okay. So that I don't die. I think that I would have something to make fire. Fire in the form of flint. So I have my
Survivor.
flint. Something to start fire so that I can find
Flint,
food.
Okay.
Don't die. And then
And so that you can boil the water.
can boil water as well, exactly. And then finally,
A pot. Or a machete.
oh,
Or a
shit.
fishing.
That's tough. I would die in the water though if I try to fish.
Yeah, because you
The
don't
fish
swim.
would eat me.
Okay, so maybe
I think
are you
I
gonna
would- I
take
think
a
I would get-
machete or
I think I would
something?
get like no, I think I can find something sharp in the jungle or on the island.
Really?
I think I'll get like a nice pot. So I can boil water and can like fry
Yeah.
rice or
Okay,
something.
that's great.
You know?
Fry rice.
Yeah,
You're
fry rice.
gonna be in the jungle,
Rice with
man.
rice with
So okay,
sauteed
so
palm
you're gonna bring
trees.
a pot. So you're not gonna bring rice.
fuck.
So you're gonna bring a pot, a water bottle with a filter on it,
Yeah.
filled with water, a pot, and flint. But you're not gonna bring rice.
You said 3 items. That's all I got. I
Okay.
gotta somehow find.
Rice.
Rice.
Hopefully you get thrown in a rice plant or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So another question is, who's your celebrity crush?
My celebrity crush.
Yeah.
Emily Rarata. I can't even spell her last name.
Emrata.
Emrata.
Okay, so she's really beautiful. That's great.
Yeah.
What is something you admire about yourself?
I think what I admire about myself is my ability to make friends with anyone. Doesn't matter the personality type
Or the language.
or the language or the race or ethnicity or country they live in. I think I'm very proud of the fact that I am able to basically like meet anyone and be friends with them if it works out.
Yeah. You're very respectful and tolerant
I try to be, yeah.
and kind.
Thank you. I try to do unto others as I would like them to do unto me. So
Yeah.
I try to be nice, and
Yeah.
if they're nice, great, we're friends.
And then sometimes that's like, take some like battles for being
Mhm.
too kind
Of course, yes.
or too naive for me
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like I'm very gullible. Okay, thank you so much for sharing that. That was really vulnerable and beautiful. But I think you are very kind. And I like my family always says like when they meet you, like you're very Caribbean. You're like warm blooded and you're like a people and like so like if you really grew up in like the Jamaican culture that's like
Mhm.
beautiful and friendly
Yeah.
and like, warm and, more tranquil and like I don't know. It's just really cool how much influence you have from all the cultures.
Yeah, absolutely. Jamaica definitely added to that aspect of my life.
Yeah.
Their motto is out of many, one people. You
Yeah.
know, we're all one. So
Yeah.
I definitely learned that from growing up there as well.
Yeah. Well, that's so. My next question is actually connected to that. Is favorite memory of each place you've lived? So let's start with China.
Favorite memory of the
Yeah,
places I've
each
lived.
place you've lived.
Okay, in China, favorite memory is the amount of like the easy access to street food. Walking down the street, I can get like anything.
But wait.
Mhm.
But you were a baby when you lived in China.
Right, but you say like the
From favorite memory of each place you've lived.
I
So,
didn't
like,
oh
you
I
know.
visited, I didn't live. Oh right.
So like living when you were living in like
I was so
China.
I was quite young. It was,
I know, but you have a few cute memories from when you were little with your grandparents and with your parents and that you've shared.
yeah. It's like my my childhood. Like it's so easy for me to put it back in a box and not remember a lot of the moments.
Oh, why? How so?
I
And
don't
you don't
know.
have to share.
Yeah, I don't know. I just sometimes I just it's not so quick for me to go back to
So back.
so far back because a lot of things I don't remember.
Mm.
You know, in terms of my grandparents, who are no longer here.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, grandparents. I think that one of the fondest memories that I have is with my my grandpa, is on my dad's side. My mom wouldn't like it when I eat a lot of chips when I was a kid. So when I would stay with my grandparents,
But you were eating chips, so you had teeth and stuff already. So you were
Yeah.
probably like 5 or something.
it was like probably like
Like 4.
four,
When
3 or
do
4.
when do babies have kids? To have teeth? I mean,
Babies don't have kids.
teeth. Sorry,
I don't remember.
but that's cool. Okay,
Yeah.
continue. And chips. And what kind of chips were they? Do you know?
Pringles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were
Wow.
Pringles. I loved Pringles when I was like a kid. I remember that. And that but my mom wouldn't want me to eat too many of them, or much at all. So my grandpa always had a stash
Mm.
behind the back of like a little cupboard, right? So every time my mom left, he would sneak it for me, and I would eat Pringles with him.
That's so sweet.
So that's a nice
I love
memory that I remember.
Wow, I
Or that
love
I
that.
have, yeah.
That's so sweet. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, I
course.
love that thought. You've never shared that. I love that.
Really?
See, there's always
thought
memories.
I thought I've shared that with you.
No, the Pringles one, though.
Oh no.
Wow,
Okay.
I love that. So now, what about Jamaica?
Jamaica. Like this
You have
was
so many. That's why this one was gonna be like.
this is gonna be hard. I just think like I the first thing besides like the fact that I had like all my friends were there, so I had a lot of memories. I think table tennis is the first. Like
If I say
major.
Jamaica, it's the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah, I would think so because that's literally where I learned how to play table tennis, and table tennis was literally the most life-changing thing for me. Learning to play and competing for my prep school, my high school, competing for Jamaica, all the people that I met from different countries because I was able to play. And part of my personality now is because of Jamaica, yeah, but also because of table tennis. But I think table tennis was, like, if you go one step deeper, table tennis was the thing that kind of opened up a lot of doors for me and gave me the confidence that I needed to be the Meijun that I am today.
Yeah.
And again, table tennis started in Jamaica for me. So when I think of Jamaica, I think of table tennis, you know?
Yeah. That's a
Yeah.
fun memory to have, like relationship to have with that
Super,
country.
yeah.
And then what about New York? I know
my
a lot,
God.
so many memories, but just like pick one.
I think New York. First thing that comes to my mind, the first day I got to New York.
Wow, which is actually
It's actually
August 22nd,
August
2011, which is tomorrow, 10
Mhm.
years ago.
Yeah, I just saw the reminder that on in Facebook, back in the days you would put like your status of what you're feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just looked at it and my status was, I'm gonna miss Jamaica. I'm leaving tomorrow, and
Yeah.
that was the 22nd. And I think the first day I landed and walked into Pratt
Which
MWP.
did you land in Syracuse?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
I believe I landed in Syracuse and then I got a ride to Utica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that because I was like, why does he come to Syracuse? Why didn't he go to New York?
I that was the closest to Utica,
Yeah.
and I had one of the admissions people come pick me up.
Yeah, because you knew the admissions people even from the start. Jesus Christ.
Um, I think the first day, like, there's so many memories, right? But the first one that came to mind was actually me the first day landing
Mm-hmm.
and getting and stepping foot into that room actually where I saw all of you guys for the
What
first
room?
time. The room where we did our orientation,
Really?
MWP. That
That was the first day that you got there. We were already doing that.
the first day I got there. I didn't even get to really take my stuff out. I went straight into orientation.
Wow.
Because I was supposed to go there the 21st, but I was late because my passport was like late.
I remember.
So I was the last international
in
there.
the ComD
The ComD room. The first day I stepped in, and then I was like,
What were you wearing?
I don't remember what I was wearing, but I knew that I had braces
Black
on.
pants,
My
probably.
my hair. No. I had jeans and all that stuff, for sure. But why that was so special for me? Because that was the first time in my life
Yeah.
that I was by myself.
Wow.
Like being independent, not having to worry about my parents and what they thought, and if I wanted to
And it
do
was a
something.
brand new break for a new identity for you.
Exactly, it was a new start for me to be a new person. Not like saying I'm like completely different, but a lot
of course.
things that I couldn't have done
Yeah.
in Jamaica, I can do freely.
I relate that to that a lot
Yeah.
as well.
So I think I remember that, and that was the start of a lot of beautiful moments for me.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that's special. Yeah, I love that. Okay, so now, what about your favorite memory so far in Quito?
In Quito,
See,
Um,
this is where you live now.
I think that one of the most memorable was when we went to El Cajas.
Yeah,
I think that I knew Ecuador was beautiful, but when we went to El Cajas for the first time ever,
yeah,
I've never been in such a beautiful, dreamy, Narnia-esque environment ever.
and with my sister, it was amazing.
We were with your sister, yeah. Just me being there by myself, like when I found moments by myself,
Mm.
it was so beautiful, and I
Mhm.
was like, I'm so happy to be
Mhm.
here. It was I've never seen the paper tree before.
Yeah,
I've never seen such like vast.
Polilepis, no?
Yeah,
Isn't that what it's called?
yeah. I've never seen such vast, beautiful like mountain ranges, and
It looked like
lakes.
underwater.
It was so beautiful,
All
and
the plants, like the
Yeah.
flowers.
I was blown away, and I want to go back so much, But that's one of the most beautiful moments.
Okay,
I
I
think.
love that. Wow, yeah. I love that trip. It was amazing.
Hmm.
Beautiful. So, to finish it, what is something you're working on this year? Like yourself? Like, because it's like August, almost
Yeah.
December,
Yeah. Right now I think that I'm working on being more communicative about my honest feelings and my honest emotions, especially during times of conflict, like between me and you, for example. If we get into some kind of argument, I'm working on being more understanding and not taking things so personally and not going so far extreme with it and making it about me and making it about like that's something that I did wrong or that was my fault or I failed again, or because I go there a lot because of
You make it about yourself.
my upbringing, and I tend to make it about myself when something's happening, it's not always about me. So I'm working to be more aware of situations like that and just being more communicative and understanding and being more like more hyper aware.
Yeah. And expressive about your needs as well.
Yeah, super important.
That's something that you've gotten a lot better at as well.
Thank you, therapy.
Yes, plug. So I guess what is the most important lesson that you've learned this year?
I
Therapy.
think that this year I've finally really understood the importance of time. Like when they say time is money, like yeah, like always took that as more of like that corporate, like that
Yeah.
corporate slang, that
Yeah.
time is money. But through living here now and being exposed to like so much more other things like
From the pandemic.
nature, and during the pandemic, it really opened my eyes to how important time is. Time for us to really be present and enjoy
Live.
and live life to its fullest, because you really don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
you can make as much money, you can sell as much like services or courses or all that stuff and
Yeah.
make $1 million, and then tomorrow you just like
Or sick.
something happened, and I think that I never really, I've thought of it but before, but I've never really like really
Live.
sat down with it and be like, wow, like this is actually like so true. You should really like take advantage of the fact that you do have time, and just having that ability to do that, I think is very
Yeah.
privileged. And
I think we
yeah.
quickly forget how we built this life.
Mm-hmm.
We are not building the life that we had before.
Yeah.
So like the
Yeah.
other day when I woke up and it was 8 a.m. and you were like, "Oh, are you annoyed that it's too late?"
Uh-huh.
And I was like, "No, I make my own calendar. Why would
Yeah.
it be too late?"
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's that idea.
Mhm.
Or like we were feeling anxious, so we went out to nature. And we were like, you know what?
Yeah.
2 hours. We
Yeah.
can do it before 11 in the morning.
It's that take it one day at a time kind
Yeah.
of mentality. I
Yeah.
think that's something that we're both doing a lot better, especially these past few months,
Yeah.
to really live it a day at a time,
Mhm. Yeah.
And it has helped. I think it has helped us personally, helped me for sure.
Mhm.
I think it has definitely helped our relationship as well,
Yeah.
to have that type of mentality.
Yeah. But hashtag therapy. Like go to therapy.
100%.
If like there's one motto for this year is go to therapy.
Yeah.
Just get therapy, go to therapy, talk about your feelings, write your feelings,
Mhm.
go to therapy. FindMyWellbeing.com, BetterHelp, Talkspace. I know that there's a lot in like Mexico as well.
Mhm.
There's a lot of like people here in Ecuador.
Mhm.
Ask for help if you guys ever think that you're alone. You're never alone, and like how I always try to encourage Meijun, even though it's hard as a partner sometimes hearing things that you don't want to hear.
Mhm.
I want you to express your needs, and I want you to know that I care for whatever it is that you have to say.
Thank you.
And that's really important for me.
Likewise, yeah.
And I love like the man you've become. It's been crazy spending 10 years with each other and watching each other's grow. Like, it's wild, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's so crazy how much we've grown and how much
Mature.
yeah, but like it's just change, and change is good. And people are afraid of change. And I think this year we've embraced change. We've embraced non-routine. We've embraced things changing all the time. And we're just, you know what? We're surrendering. And that's been my word of the month.
Accepting.
Yeah, and surrendering and just being like, you know what? Yeah, this is life.
Yeah.
How can I navigate this? Like,
Yeah.
let's just like surrender to the reality of it is instead of always expecting something else. And let's just live life right now.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that you've taught me a lot. And yeah, I love having you as a partner. I love getting to know you more in these like 50 or so minutes, probably an hour. It's been so good getting to know you.
Thank you.
And even though it's been 10 years, I love that how we always continue to get to know each other.
Yeah.
I think that's special.
I agree.
So cheers to hopefully 10 years more of getting to know each other. And may it never end. And
Meijun, it never end.
Congratulations to being in 30 years old. And congratulations for being a kind man that was born with all the icebreakers.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Did you have fun?
I had a lot of fun. Yeah.
Anything you want to say at the end? Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to like, share with anybody?
No, I just think I just want to end with saying, thank you, listeners, for your attention. I know attention is quite an expensive thing nowadays. Time and attention, yeah. And yeah, I just want to remind you guys to remember to take care of yourself mentally, take care of others when you can, and take care of business when you have to. That's something also I'm living by.
Yeah.
And yeah, and as Steffi said, if you need help, please don't be scared to ask for help.
Yeah.
Start with your family members or if friends, if you're more comfortable,
Yeah.
and then just know that you have people and also professionals out there who can help you. So
yeah.
hashtag therapy is important. And yeah, I think just that.
And donate if you are able to donate.
Also, as we all know, a lot of things are happening around the world that are super tragic and like humanitarian crisis level. So if you guys can, stay informed, raise awareness somehow, share the voices of people who are in those situations, and also if you have the means to, please also go donate.
Yeah.
There are a lot of organizations out there helping Haiti, Lebanon, Afghanistan, and every dollar counts.
Yeah.
So
even here in Ecuador or in the States,
wherever,
the
there are so
wildfires
many.
Or everywhere, anywhere you're listening, like there is a crisis in your country.
Yeah.
That if you can't donate somewhere else, just focus at home as well. And donate.
Absolutely.
Like it's super easy with PayPal.
Yeah, super. It takes literally like not even like a minute or two to donate to one place. So,
exactly.
And it means a lot to these people.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and
that's.
If you have $10, donate $1 to each organization.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. Yeah.
And let's make a little bit of a difference if we can in the world.
So just do what we can, right?
Yeah. So thank you for coming today. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you for having me.
You're amazing. And all you listeners are amazing. And remember that you can hear us you can continue to hear us in Instagram at Take 3 Studio. You can also go to our website, take3studio.com, and you can find all of our show notes. And yeah, I'm excited to continue to grow with you guys and have this community. And thank you for sticking through this really fun episode.
Bye, guys.
Bye, friends.